stop. If you've used AI today like ChatGPT, Midjourney, or any smart tool, you might already be exposing more about yourself than you think. Not just your ideas, not just your work. I'm talking about your identity, your habits, your business secrets, even your future. And the worst part? Most people are doing it willingly. No hacks, no hackers, just you typing. Stay with me because by the end of this, you're going to see AI completely differently. And you'll know exactly what to stop doing immediately. Let me tell you a quick story. A freelance designer, we'll call her Maya, started using AI to speed up her workflow. Smart move, right? She pasted client briefs into AI to generate ideas. She uploaded drafts for feedback. She even shared snippets of private brand strategies to get better results. A few months later, she noticed something weird. Another agency pitched a campaign to her client, using almost the exact same ideas she had generated. Same tone, same angles, same structure. Coincidence? Maybe. But here's the uncomfortable truth no one wants to say out loud. When you feed AI, you're not just using it. You're training it, shaping it, and sometimes leaking through it. And if you think, that won't happen to me, that's exactly what makes you vulnerable. Here's the first truth bomb. AI feels private, but it's not always personal. Let that sink in. We talk to AI like it's a diary, a therapist, a business partner, a best friend. We confess things. We brainstorm raw ideas. We drop unfiltered thoughts. Because it feels safe. There's no judgment, no awkward silence. Just instant answers. But that comfort, it's dangerous. Because when you forget that AI is still a system, not a person, you start oversharing. And oversharing in the AI age doesn't just stay between you and a screen. It becomes data, patterns, signals. Let's get real for a second. Have you ever pasted your resume into AI and asked it to improve it? Or dropped a private email thread and said, rewrite this professionally? Or worse, shared business plans, startup ideas, unreleased content, client data? If you've done any of that, you're not alone. Millions are doing it every day. But here's the question no one asks. Where does that information go after you hit enter? Now, before you panic, this isn't about fear. This is about awareness. Because the second truth bomb is this: convenience is the new currency, and you're paying with your data. Every time you use AI without thinking, you're making a trade. Speed for exposure, efficiency for visibility, ease for control, and most people don't even realize they're making that trade. Let me give you another example. A small business owner used AI to generate marketing campaigns. He fed in customer personas, internal sales data, and product strategies. Months later, he noticed competitors suddenly shifting their messaging, aligning almost perfectly with his niche. Again, maybe coincidence. But when millions of users are feeding similar systems, patterns don't stay isolated. They converge. And convergence is where originality starts to disappear. Here's the deeper issue. You're not just exposing information. You're flattening your uniqueness. AI learns from what people input. So when you input your ideas and others do the same, everything starts to blend. Your edge, it becomes average. Your voice, it becomes generic. Your creativity, it becomes predictable. And that's the third truth bomb. If you rely on AI without boundaries, you don't just lose privacy, you lose identity. Let that hit. Now, I'm not here to tell you to stop using AI. That would be unrealistic and honestly a mistake. AI is powerful. It's revolutionary. It's one of the greatest tools we've ever had, but tools are only as safe as the way we use them. So the real message is this: stop using AI blindly. Let me show you what that actually means. Stop treating AI like a vault. It's not a secure storage system for your deepest thoughts, your sensitive files, your confidential work. If you wouldn't post it publicly, think twice before pasting it into AI. Stop outsourcing your thinking completely. When you ask AI to generate everything from ideas to decisions, you're slowly disconnecting from your own judgment. And here's the scary part. The more you rely on AI to think for you, the less you trust yourself. And once that happens, you're no longer in control, the tool is. Stop feeding it raw, unfiltered personal data. Names, addresses, financial info, private conversations. These should never be casually dropped into AI tools. Not because something will definitely happen, but because you're increasing your exposure every time you do. Think of it like leaving your front door unlocked. Maybe nothing happens, but why take the risk? Now let's flip this, because this isn't just about what to stop. It's about what you can become if you use AI the right way. Imagine this. You use AI as a collaborator, not a crutch. You guide it with intention. You protect your core ideas while using it to expand around them. You keep your voice and amplify it. You stay original. You stay sharp. You stay in control. That's the aspiration. That's the shift. And it's not complicated. It just requires awareness. Let me give you a simple framework you can remember. Filter. Frame. Finalize. Filter what you share. Ask yourself, does this need to be here? Frame your prompts carefully. Give context without exposing sensitive details. Finalize with your own thinking. Don't just copy and paste refine. Edit, make it yours. This is how you stay powerful in the AI era. Not by rejecting the tool, but by mastering it. Let's go back to Maya for a second. After that experience, she changed how she used AI. She stopped pasting full client briefs. She started using abstract prompts instead of detailed ones. She kept her core strategy offline, and guess what? Her work got better. Not because AI improved, but because she did. Because she became intentional. And intention is the difference between using AI and being used by it. Now here's the part most people don't want to hear. The biggest risk with AI isn't the technology, it's human behavior. It's our tendency to trust too quickly, to share too much, to prioritize convenience over caution, to assume that because something feels safe, it is. But the future belongs to people who question that instinct, who pause before they type, who think before they share, who understand that power comes with responsibility. And right now, you have a choice. You can keep using AI the same way, fast, easy, careless, or you can level up. You can become the person who uses AI with awareness, strategy, and control. Because in the next few years, this divide is going to get bigger. There will be people who lose their voice to AI, and people who amplify it, people who leak their value, and people who protect and multiply it, people who become dependent, and people who stay in command. So ask yourself, which one are you becoming? Because every prompt you type is shaping that answer. And here's your final truth bomb. AI doesn't just reveal information, it reveals you. Your habits, your thinking, your awareness, or your lack of it. So the next time you open that chat box, pause. Don't just ask, what can AI do for me? Ask, what am I giving away right now? That one question can change everything. If this hit you, don't just move on. Actually change something today. Be more intentional with your prompts. Protect what matters. Think before you share. And if you want to stay ahead in this AI world where things are moving faster than ever, this is just the beginning. Because the people who win with AI aren't the ones who use it the most. They're the ones who use it the smartest, and now, that can be you.